scientifically that there was a threat, then those officers should immediately be taken off the street and the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office should indict. Now, we maintain that there should be an independent special prosecutor for these types of cases. For too long has the black community and Latino community been the victim of these type of shootings, and the borough president, the district attorney's office is either ill-equipped or unwilling to have true investigations and come back with a true bill against these police officers. As you just saw in Queens, where the evidence was overwhelming that there was no gun in the car, and yet they failed to come back with a true bill. Charles Hines has a long history of not indicting cops, and 100 blacks in law enforcement, we're sick and tired of it. We're standing with our community and we're calling for justice. There is no evidence that that young man had a weapon. And if he did have a weapon, we want to see the ballistics to show that the entrance wounds were in the front of his body as opposed to his back. Now, the reason why 100 blacks is making this statement is because police officer Omar Edwards, a black police officer, was killed by white police officers in Harlem. Police Commissioner Raymond Kelly went on record saying they were facing each other and it was a gun battle. He lied about that. Police officer Omar Edwards was shot twice in his back and in his forearm, yet the police commissioner and the mayor went on record saying that Omar Edwards was shot by Officer Dutton in the front. He was shot from behind. So if they will lie and cover up a black police officer being killed by a white police officer, then what do you think will happen with the 16-year-old black kid in this community? So we're saying that there needs to be a special prosecutor. Charles Hines' office is unwilling or unable to really independently prosecute this case, and right now they're sending people here to pacify this community. The call should be for justice. This community does not want to talk to Bloomberg. What are they going to talk to Bloomberg for when he's lied to this community before? What is Raymond Kelly going to say that can bring back that young man's life? The only thing you can do in this particular case is to have justice. Have a real special prosecutor, and that's what needs to happen. If Charles Hines knows he's not going to prosecute this case, then he needs to call on the governor to bring in a special prosecutor, someone independent of political pressure, to really investigate this case and come back with a true bill, and then you're in a better position to decide the actions of that police officer in court. Not out here where the police officer reigns supreme and can intimidate this community with horses and with riot gear. It needs to be in a courtroom. The remedy is in a courtroom, and it needs a special prosecutor. My name is Michael Grays, G-R-E-Y-S. I'm a co-founder of 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement Who Care, and again, our call is for justice. Not to talk to Kelly, not to talk to Bloomberg, no one like that. The call is for what the family wants, and that's justice. Nothing short of that will do. Yes, it's true it's not about stop and frisk, but at the same time, that's a criminal enterprise in itself. Stop questioning frisk. And at this time, where too many young black men have been killed unarmed, and as I said, 3 police officers that are black that survived being shot by white police officers, all of them said they were never told stop police, or never told, let me see your hands. Dexter Brown, the sergeant who was shot by cops, he never was told, given verbal instructions to stop police. Duran Purnell was never told, stop police, let me see your hands. And Desmond Robinson was never told, stop police, let me see your hands. These are the 3 cops that survived, white cops shooting them, and they were never told, given verbal instructions to stop or to let me see your hands. So since they survived it, we have living evidence that when cops shoot in the black community, no verbal instructions are given, they shoot, and then we ask questions later, and they're gone and they get covered politically. So that time is over, and we're calling for 100 blacks in law enforcement. We're calling for a special prosecutor. because Charles Hines' office is unwilling to prosecute police officers. And you can quote us on that. They are unwilling to, in cases where they know the police officer was wrong, they are unwilling to prosecute police officers when they shoot young black men.
We are out here tonight. We are out here tonight. We're out here tonight for Kimani Gray and only Kimani Gray. I don't want to hear nothing about anything else but Kimani Gray. And I'm sorry, I said I was going to be quiet tonight, but I can't be quiet tonight because they're making this about everything else but Kimani Gray. How many shots does it take to disarm a child? How many shots does it take to disarm a child? Not a grown man, but a child. A 16-year-old. If the community says that there was no gun, then I support you. I support you before I support the NYPD. As witnesses are coming forth, they're being pacified to be quiet. I'm trying to tell you, the community, don't be quiet. Because from what I'm hearing, he was shot once when he said stop, stop. Now, I want to go over this with you. He shot once and he said stop, stop, falling down into the ground. 10 more bullets came behind that. So how many bullets does it take to disarm a child? I can understand that so many people got different agendas out here, but this is about police brutality. This is about Kimani Gray. We have to make this about Kimani Gray. And the community, I'll give it up to y'all. Because if we did not protest, there would be no media out here. Because on Monday afternoon, there was no media out here until we protest. It's your constitutional right to protest. And peacefully. Don't let anyone tell you that we can't protest. Because I'm here to tell you, black men and black women, our ancestors gave up their life for us. They hit them streets peacefully and protested and boycotted. So if you want justice, they're not going to give it to us. They're not going to give it to you and say, here go your justice. We're going to demand it. Ray Kelly, you need to step down. Ray Kelly, you need to step down. How many bullets does it take to disarm a child? I'm not talking about a grown 21-year-old man. 16. So let's not scapegoat the point. This is not about who won an election next month or whenever the election is. This is not about an officer getting shot. I could give a damn if an officer got shot. I don't care if they got shot. I care about Kimani Gray being shot. I don't care what's going on down the block. I care what's going on right here. And if we stop treating each other like savages, maybe they'll stop coming here and treat us like savages. We got to love each other. Black man, black woman, this is our country. This country is built on the back of the slaves. This is not about nothing what they're talking about. This is about Kimani Gray. Ray Kelly, I ask you again, and I know you can hear me because I'm not going to let you stop hearing me. How many bullets does it take to disarm a child? Y'all are the community. You must voice how you feel. Because once we're gone, you got to live here. You got to deal with the 67 precincts. You got to deal with them. And they want to say this is not about stop and frisk. Let me give you some statistics. In the year 2012, 85% African Americans and Latinos were stopped and frisked. This is illegal. Kimani Gray was a victim of stop and frisk because they didn't identify themselves. If he did have something, they didn't give him no chance to put nothing down. But I don't believe he had anything. This is another way for them to cover themselves up. So we're going to be out here. We're going to be out here for Kimani Gray. Once again, no disrespect to anybody. I don't care if a black officer got shot. He's a cop. That's his line of duty. Because when they shoot us, they ain't caring about somebody else. One of us got shot. This is about police brutality victims, and enough is enough. There needs to be a massive march against police brutality. This is not going to end. Did we forget about Chantel Davis? What block is this? I'm sorry, it's East 55th or East 38th. The same thing. The same thing. I'm not with nobody going to say if they couldn't get justice for Chantel Davis, how the hell they going to get justice for Kimani Gray? We gotta get the goddamn justice.
We're gonna get justice.
We're gonna get the justice. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're not waiting for them. The community is gonna get it. The community is gonna give it. Don't wait for nobody. Don't wait for nobody.
We have to get justice. We have to get answers.
Another thing that we need to realize, that parents need to understand, that if it hasn't happened to them yet, one of your kids is going to be the next victim, like Chantel Davis, and like Kimani Gray. You understand? This here, what you see, is called this here is the Kimani Gray movement. This movement here is going to wake up a lot of people to realize that the only ones that can make a change is when people in the community get together.
I want to see Kimani face begging for his life.
Let me tell you something.
Why you took his life? Why you took his life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want Kimani to haunt you and taunt you. God, see and hear and come and be with us on this journey and this march and get answers and get justice. I don't want them to get fired and get off the streets. I want them to be prosecuted.
Hold responsible for their actions.
I want them to go to prison and serve time because they're not officers, they're murderers.
Murderers.
I said that. I live on 52nd between Linden and Church. Michelle Thomas said they need to get prosecuted to the fullest extent. And I want Kimani Gray to be an example for all black people, all people that's out here. I'm a mother, I have 2 boys, and I am not pleased with what happened. I can't sleep at night. I'm hearing Kimani. Kimani is not a gangbanger. Kimani is not nothing with this thing. He's a carnival student, gifted child, well-mannered, all over. This is Phil. A lot of people's giving me things and everybody's crying for Kimani. Come in the neighborhood and ask us what's going on. Who is Kimani? To me, he's my son. I love him. I cherish him, and he will live on with me forever in my heart, in my mind, and my thoughts. Even if he's a gangbanger, he never deserved to be murdered. He wasn't killed, he wasn't shot, he was murdered. And he put his hand up, he said, please don't kill me, and they took away his life. Who are they? But God is the one that holds the answer and the key to that, and God will give them justice, and God will give them.
We all gotta pay on Judgment Day.
And every day I'm
all gotta pay.
I'm not gonna stop walking and preaching.
He might get away today, but there's a God, and He will. Go, Michelle, go.
Just to the back to the vigil.
Don't disrespect me.
I never disrespect
Stop talking. Why
back
you
to the
interrupt me?
vigil.
Don't be rude.
Yesterday we had that problem.
Just a clear path.
Don't be rude.
But this is what the NYPD does. This is what they do. 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 Police brutality is not decreasing. Police brutality is not decreasing.
Let me explain something. I basically with the majority of family that lost their kid to police brutality. I work with the Ronaldo Cueva family, which I just finished holding 20 vigils in the Bronx for them. This young man, the store was being robbed. So he found an opportunity to escape a hostile situation, believing that he was safe outside. He ended up getting outside where he thought he was safe, and the same one that's supposed to protect them and save them ended up being the one that killed them. The police officer from the PSA 7 precinct, Ramesh Bengali, ended up being the one that killed them. I also work, you know what I'm saying, and put rallies together for the Ramali Grant family. Ramali Grant was a young man who the story that the commissioner said that he was out there selling drugs and that he ran. But when we look at the video, which they had no idea existed, he is walking into his own home.
And they had no warrant.
That is the last time that his family seen their son alive. That is the only thing they got to look at the last time they seen their son alive. Not I love you, Mom. Not I see you later, Mom. They ain't getting nothing like that. They broke into the house. You could see it in the video. They go up to where the bathroom is at and end up killing this young man in the bathroom. They ain't find no gun. They ain't find nothing. They said they found a little glassine bag of weed, which probably I don't even believe it. Not only that, his 6-year-old little brother was there and his elderly grandmother. Then they take his elderly grandmother all right, and his little brother to the police station and interrogate this elderly woman who's about 68 years old, or 68 or 70, and question her for 8 hours like she is the one that killed her grandson. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, we also work with the Muhammad Ba family who got killed in Harlem.
So much different cases.
Right?
They gotta stop.
Warren Jackson family who got killed in Queens. Tamon Robinson, who got ran over by police because he was taking little rocks, supposedly from police, taking little rocks from the floor, so it was considered they were stealing the rocks, and that's why they run them over with the car. And then they have the heart, to send a bill to the parent for the damage that the car, the damage that the car got when they ran them over. What kind of respect is that? You understand? It doesn't even end there. We also, right here, 9 months ago, Chantel Davis get murdered by Philip Atkin from the 67th precinct. Philip Atkin has 7 lawsuits on him, for misconduct, for police brutality. 5 of those lawsuits were settled, because that's what they do. They settle it so it won't go to court and it won't become a big spectacle. Now, this man, Philip Atkin, killed Chantel Davis. It's been 9 months. Community leaders, politicians, they promised that they're going to help them get justice. It's been 9 months, and we're still waiting to get justice. We work with that family. The problem that we are having, that we need to realize, that, you know what I'm saying, when an incident happened, everybody's involved. But after a while, they no longer here. The community is left by themselves to handle the terrorizing tactics that they implement on our youth every single day. You talking about they harass our youth through the stop, question, and frisk every single day. They dehumanize them, because they make them feel like criminals when they're not. They can't walk from their building to a store without being harassed. They can't even stand in front of their own building without being harassed. And when they standing in front of their own building, police tell them, we don't want you here, take a walk. So they take a walk and stand in the corner. Now police go over there and arrest them. This is the type of police officers that's constantly in our community, so-called serving and protecting us. We got to realize that. When they come in our community, they're not coming around talking to the kids saying, how y'all doing today? You know what I'm saying? If there's any problem that I can help y'all with, we here. No, they coming by looking at them like they are the problem. They not the problem. You know, they are the outsiders. They are the ones that come in our community. And when we not say our community, we are all part of the same community. It doesn't matter if you're in the Bronx and you're a person of color, you're still facing the same abuse that you're facing if you're a person from Queens of Color, if you're a person from Long Island, from Staten Island, from East Harlem. It doesn't matter where you're from. We need to realize that we are a community no matter where we come from, because we are all facing the same abuse. Let's face the reality. This precinct, the 67th precinct, in 2011, stopped close to 16,000 people. I mean, close to 17,000, it was 17,300 and something people they stopped. This precinct alone in the East Flatbush area. And that's 2011. 90% of them was people of color. They stopped more, they did more stop and frisk than the population of people of colors here. That means they were stopping kids 3 to 4 or 5 times. The same kid. That is an abuse. We can no longer stay quiet.
Illegal.
What Kimani Gray movement represent is what you see right now. We are letting them know that we are no longer going to be silent. Enough is enough. And we're going to speak against it. And that's what we need to stand.
I just want to say one thing, family. They always want to say the kids is the fault because they're on the street. But let me tell you something. I done marched up and down this block for 4 days now. There's no goddamn community center, no YMCA, no recreation center for these kids. So I'm calling out to the councilmen. How dare you blame our children? Where are they gonna go? Black mothers, queens, this is our fight now. We carry the children in the womb. We should not bury our children. Police brutality is increasing, and I'm out here for love because I'm a victim of police brutality myself, and I'm not gonna not come out here if I gotta be out here by myself. Amen. With my babies. Allah will protect me. I don't fear no one but Allah. This is our fight. We can't wait for them to give us justice. We have to demand it. So I'm asking y'all to peacefully protest with us. If a person like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. boycotted and protested for 365 days, why the hell are we so lazy? Why the hell are we so lazy? Why are we so lazy? This is our fight. Our babies need us. Because if we don't protect them, I'm here to tell you, there's a jail system that's waiting for them.
Once again, while we march, let's understand, all right? We have to understand this. You know what I mean? We cannot act our anger out in a physical way. Because right now, we don't have, right now, we don't even have the power to take it to that level. All right? Now,
your voice is your weapon.
Remember,
your voice is your weapon. God
the First Amendment of the Constitution gives you the right to express yourself in any way you like. All right? But, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that what happened Wednesday, which was not the people's fault, but the officers' fault, because what happened on Wednesday, for those that was there, all right, Chief Chang, who is running this military base out here, he, for whatever reason, decided to block us off on 52nd Street with the scooters. And then they tried to block us off from behind. We will release some videos showing that. And when that happened, everything got crazy, because even me, if you're going to lock me up in this situation, I'm going to find my way out, because I don't want to end up getting killed there, because I know what kind of animals they are. I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of them went to any family that I, you know what I'm saying, that I help out and I give support to. None of these officers that did the killing went to any of these families and said, ma'am, I am sorry for what happened to your son. It was wrong. And I believe that, you know what I'm saying, down the road we will get the facts. Ain't no officer, no officer here or from the 67th precinct is ever going to see the family of Kimani Gray and tell them we are sorry for what happened to your son.
Sorry.
Commissioner Ray Kelly said,
locked up over 40-something youth the other day.
Commissioner Ray Kelly said that the kid had a gun. If he didn't have a gun, then he would have been here with us today. In other words, if he didn't have a gun, all they would have done was stop, violate his Fourth Amendment right, slap him up a few times, and he would have been alive. That's what he's trying to say. All right? So let's make this a movement. A movement for Kimani Gray.
What are they trying to do? They're trained to lock you up and prosecute you. They never did that.
Everybody, do me a favor.
They didn't do that, sir. Where is the councilman? Excuse me, where's the councilman? Where's everybody? Every day since day one, since Kimani Gray been killed, I only see Jamani Williams. Where's Nick Perry? I voted for you. Where you at?
All the Brooklyn councilmen.
Where are the Charles Barron? Where's Al Sharpton? Where are you? You everywhere else. Where are you? Where is Commissioner Ray Kelly?
He's in the precinct. He was there last night.
He needs to come out here and be with us.
Everybody.
Bloomberg, you racist. Where are you? Come on out. When the two Jews got killed in a car crash, you want to give the man a murder charge, life imprisonment. What are these two officers going to get? They're on death duty. They need to be in prison right now, facing life in prison for taking the life of Kimani Gray. There's no justice. It's just ICE. There are murderers. I said that. Come and get me. I can voice my opinion. That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh yeah, before we march.
Kimani needs help. He can't do it by himself. This is a movement. If we don't get no justice, you will never have peace. Because we're going to make it rain and we're going to make it burn.
Our youth out here, we need you to follow our lead. Because ain't nobody getting locked up.
He had a gun. That doesn't matter. You want to arrest him and read him his rights. You never read him his rights. You gave him 7 shots. Pow, 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 pow. After he begged and pleaded with you, lock him up. You gave him the first shot. He was down in his foot, man down. Why you kill him and took his life away? He could never be a husband. He could never bear kids. He could never graduate. That was his dream, to become an accountant. Ask his teachers, his classmates is missing him. Oh my God. Oh my God. How can you sleep at night? Ray Kelly, I'm calling you out. Nick Perry, I'm calling you out. Al Sharpton, I'm calling you out. How can you sleep with 2 officers, 67 precinct? How can you sleep? You telling people them shots was bust and you ran into the people them house on 51st Street. You will never have peace. You are wicked police officers. You came into the law to kill, not to do what you're supposed to do, serve and protect. You are murderers. I said it, Michelle.
I want to say one last thing before we roll out. Once again, people, if you don't know me, my name is Fatima Shakur, and I'm here for you. No one's getting locked up or shot while I'm here. We can march peacefully. So if y'all want to do this, we're going to do this. And we're going to stay together. If we do this correctly, we will all be okay. It's our constitutional right to march. So I want to march. If you want to march, say march. 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 March.
Now, one last thing. Remember, every march, even if it's peaceful, okay, we have officers that sometimes agitate a situation. Don't let them take us out of character because we are better than they are. All right? Another thing is,